What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. The Pistons lose 7 straight after losing to the Hornets of Charlotte yesterday. 108-107. 107, I believe. Jeremy Lamb hit the game-winning shot. And Malik Monk ran on the court. And if you didn't see it, Michael Jordan smacked him in the back of his head like it was his pops for running on the court. But, want to know what the problem with the Pistons is, man? It's talent. It's talent. Blake don't have no help. And that could be Blake's fault. Okay? And let me explain. All right? Obviously you can look at the box score. You can say Kemba didn't have no help. Kemba scored 39, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, excuse me. The next highest scorer on his team was Tony Parker. Old Tony Parker with 16 points. Then Jeremy Lamb with 13 points. Hoyer's had 12 points and 9 rebounds. He don't have no help, okay? He don't have no help at all either, but he's a true dynamic ball handler. His natural position is to score, you know what I'm saying? And Blake is not a natural ball handler, okay? He improved his ball handling, but Blake ain't no point power forward. You know what I'm saying? And Reggie Jackson had 18 yesterday. Whatever his name is, Galloway. He had 17 points, okay? A little bit of help off the bench. 14 points and 13 rebounds from Drummond. 26, 7, and 10 from Blake. And 6 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds in 25 minutes of work for Luke Kennard. Now, the problem is that basically Drummond ain't helping out. Luke Kennard, he ain't living up to shit. And Reggie Jackson is being Reggie Jackson, okay? That's fine. What Reggie Jackson is doing, you don't want Reggie Jackson to get out there and go and relapse and start chucking up a whole bunch of shots. Think he got to be the Don Dada and score the points. I'm happy with Reggie Jackson is doing, playing under control, playing with ease, picking his spots. He's fine, okay? But the problem is the people that you need to score the ball, they ain't scoring the fucking rock, all right? And that could be a product of playing with Blake Griffin, the Blake Griffin effect. Maybe with Blake Griffin handling the ball, maybe that's taking away, energy and ball touches away from Andre Drummond. Maybe Blake Griffin and Drummond, don't work in a two-man game, or they haven't tried a two-man game enough for Blake Griffin and Drummond. Maybe they don't trust Drummond getting the ball in the paint, and, Drummond ain't going to do the dirty work like, Junkyard Dog or like Corliss Williamson back in the day or Ben Wallace and get boards and get a bunch of putbacks every time. I think Andre Drummond, truth be told, he won't touches. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Andre Drummond is getting enough touches on the block. Now, does he warrant more touches? No, because he hasn't learned to post up consistently. He got the little turnaround right, little short right hook and little short, right jumper. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't shown anybody that he deserved to be Dwight Howard was or be, Patrick Ewing or whoever like that to get the ball in the paint or get the ball in the mid post and turn and face and shoot a short jumper or blow by somebody or first step, half spin, turn around, fade away. He ain't proved he has developed any skills. Okay? But he not getting enough touches though. You know what I'm saying? And that's his fault because he hasn't improved his game. He's shooting threes in the summer when he should be learning to post up and use that big ass body. And is it that Blake Griffin, his usage, the ball dominance of Blake Griffin between Blake Griffin and Reggie Jackson is not allowing Luke Kennard and Andre Drummond to get in the rhythm because when he wasn't on the floor versus 76ers, Luke Kennard felt good. You know what I'm saying? He got into a rhythm. He was able to put the ball on the floor, shoot the ball, get in the rhythm. Andre Drummond was able to be the guy on the offense to get the ball and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lack of help. It's a lack of talent. It's a lack of camaraderie between Blake Griffin, Luke Kennard, and Andre Drummond, okay? Or it could just be the simple fact that they ain't that good, okay? I watch them, and I'm telling you, sometimes we got a guy like Blake Griffin on the floor, it takes away from other offensive people. A guy that's a point power forward, he not a natural point. He looking to get his. He moved the ball, but, they need to really consider starting to running some plays through a Reggie Jackson and running some plays for everybody as an individual. Have Luke Kennard coming off some old Rip Hamilton type of screens. Him and Dre in a two-man game. It's time for them to spice up the offense. I think Dwayne Casey knows that. I think it's time to let Luke Kennard bring the ball up the court. Him and Dre in two-man game. Him and Blake in two-man game with him handling the rock. letting them come off the pick, hitting it from the elbow, or dropping the ball down to Blake. It's time to let somebody else kind of handle the ball. Let Reggie Jackson initiate the offense more and make Blake Griffin play a little bit more off the ball. I think that's where we have to come from. All right? Trying to get everybody involved. Now, at that point, you do this for 2 weeks to 3 weeks, about a month, and, you know, guys ain't stepping up hitting their shots, and your best option is Blake Griffin with the ball in his hands, creating for everybody, creating for himself. Then you need to change. You need a roster change, okay? And I said it before. It's a talent shortage, okay? Once you get that talent a shot and you make them you give them a vocal point in the offense, like Luke Kennard, you run plays for him. You let him be in a two-man game with Dre, two-man game and Blake. You know what you're getting from Reggie as a point guard. You can't move Reggie. Reggie is being solid right now. His job ain't to go out there and get 30 points. His job is to go out there, run the offense, and don't mess it up. So if you get to the point where you find out that, you know, Luke Kennard, even with more usage in the offense, and Andre Drummond with more usage in the offense, then you got to trade something. People from Detroit got to understand this, man. You got to trade something to get something for the most part of the time. And at the end of the day, as soon as, you know, Kennard get on a hot streak, you would need to move him. And you would need to consider moving Andre Drummond, because you have to trade something to get something. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, who will want Andre Drummond, I'm not sure. Teams out there need him or think they will need him, and you need to trade him. You know what I'm saying? You need to go a different route if this ain't going to work. If he ain't going to produce, he going to show up every once in a while. They have to add talent. When they traded Blake Griffin, they lost a lot of talent in Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris and Boban and all of them. They lost multiple talent for one talent. So now you have a talent shortage. You traded your pick. You couldn't bring in another talent. So at the end of the day, now losing 7 straight, it's time to reevaluate come to trade deadline. You know, we're looking at Drummond. We need something because, you know, you ain't getting nothing for Reggie till next year. So you need something. You're looking at teams that need a center. You're looking at teams that got multiple people at the same position that can help you. Okay? If you look at Sacramento, you know, Willie Cauley-Stein for Dre, and you can get Bogdanovich, or you can get Buddy Hield. Okay? Or first round pick with Willie Cauley-Stein, or you can get all three. You know, Willie Cauley-Stein, Buddy Hield, or what's his name? Bogan, Bogdanovich, whatever the guy name. He's pretty good. You can get 2 of them in a pick for Dre. I do that because you got a guy in Boban Bogdanovich. I can't remember his name, but you got a guy like that really can create his own shot, really can handle the ball, really can shoot, come into his own. Willie Cauley-Stein, he can defend the rim. He can do the same thing Drummond can do. He's just a little bit more lighter in the ass. You look at situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get talent. You can get talent that can add on. You need to get multiple talent for Andre Drummond, you know, because Dre and Griffin ain't going to work together. You know what I'm saying? If it don't work, if you increase Drummond ball touches and usage and Luke Kennard, you know, you got to see what's going to work first before you make that move. But if you trade Dre, you got to get a great talent or multiple talents back. You know, draft picks, stuff like that. It's going to help the franchise. Right now, they too light in the ass, talent-wise. They only have 1 to 2 star caliber guys. Okay? And that's Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. You can't win this league with 2 starters. Okay? You can't. And that's on the 7-game winning streak. They need more starters. They need a Kemba. You know, they need a wing, at least a wing scorer. You know, and if they can swing that talent off, if they can swing that trade off without getting rid of Blake or Drummond, well, they need to do it now or never, because it's just period. No matter how good Dwayne Casey good of a coach he is, you know, you can't be a dope chef. You can't be the best chef without good ingredients. And right now, he ain't got the ingredients to win. And that's just the fact of the matter of it is. They don't have enough talent. Some of the people in the Pistons bench may not even be in the league. Some of the people that starting lineup might not be in the league. Or they might just be on the bench. So they got to find talent. And to get something, you got to give something, to be honest. But Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time. Don't forget me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Also, you can reach out to me in email as well. Definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Motor City Sports Talk. We're going to continue to put that work in today, in the future. One time for the one time we go.